100 years ago this month, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported on the crackdown on spitting on streetcars. But below that was a story about the original Ferris wheel, which had been built for Chicago's World's Fair in 1893. The January 1904 story said the pieces of that gigantic wheel had been loaded onto train cars and were now on their way to St. Louis, where they would be reassembled for our upcoming fair. The Ferris wheel that was brought here for the New Year's Eve celebration is movable, and it was dismantled and moved out right after the party. But it will be back later this year, because as Patrick Murphy finds out, 2004 in Forest Park is just getting started.
Isn't Forest Park sort of the backyard of the entire region, that place that everybody shares?
Yeah, I think everybody feels ownership of it. They all have experiences here. It's sort of a place that is certainly our backyard, but sort of our collective memory, and I think that goes back to a lot of the major events that happened here, with Lindbergh's homecoming happening here and certainly the World's Fair. So it's collective memory, but it's also very personal memories too, of a family reunion or a day at the boathouse or whatever with your kids or grandkids.
As we just begin 2004, what can we expect in the park this year?
Well, there's going to be a lot in the park this year, and a lot of things at the cultural institutions. The Lewis and Clark exhibit at the History Museum, for example, opens in January. A number of the other institutions in the park will be doing events to complement that. The Art Museum will be doing the Art of the Osage. That opens in March. But we also have the Women's Marathon Olympic Trials here in April. And then we're just one of 4 cities that the torch will come through, and that happens in June. The other cities, I believe, are New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. And then we have the Shakespeare Festival, opens in late May.
What are we going to see?
As You Like It, which was the first play that was performed at the Muni, too. So it's a nice juxtaposition. And then we have the balloon race in September. So that's just a few of the events.
So, Jim, with the park being restored, has that created renewed interest among groups you've
Absolutely.
never heard of before?
Yeah, we hear from a lot of new groups that would love to do things here, and also just people wanting to use all the new facilities for a variety of private events, wedding receptions, corporate parties. Again, to come back and see what we've done with the city to restore it. We've spent over $90 million, and we're really encouraging people to find their own part of the park. It could be at the boathouse or the golf course or one of the cultural institutions, or just having a picnic somewhere. We want people to come back and enjoy it on their own.
Creating a whole new generation of memories.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something that we feel real strongly, that we're the stewards of that collective memory, and it's something we take really seriously.